Alright guys, welcome back. This is kind of sort of a pre-recording because I got a bunch of stuff I gotta do today and I got family coming in too. So, life. Before we start, I did get Battle.net to work, and thankfully I have some Diablo 2 players in the Twitch community, some people I've known for quite a long time, and I managed to get a hold of one of them, Alara Shade. Go check her out on Twitch. She's a long-time Diablo player. I've known her for years. She actually helped me figure out how to update it. There was a problem with when you buy the Blizzard Diablo game, Diablo 2 and Lord of Destruction from the Blizzard site, and you get it all installed. It only goes up to version 1.14b. So she told me the easy fix. You basically just go in there, you run it as administration mode, and it automatically updates it to 1.14 version D, which is the proper patch. Otherwise, you'll keep getting a error when you try to join Battle.net. It'll say downloading patch, and it'll say you've been disconnected from Battle.net. Please reconnect. So that's how you fix that little problem. So thanks, Lara. So yeah, I was playing around with Amazon last night since all my characters are old and I had to restart a new ladder character anyways. I was debating whether or not if I wanted to actually play my Battle.net Amazon, but I kind of figured since we already killed the next following boss in there, I didn't want to proceed any further than that without you guys actually knowing. So it's still on debate, but it's probably more just an off character. So I think we'll just stick with single player, but we should still be able to make Battle.net runewords, I think. I could be completely wrong. I almost never play single player. Oh, and speaking of our first little mini boss in this area, and our javelin's base for a demon, so great in this area. Hope you guys' Wednesday's going good. I'm going to keep in the music just to test it. See, if my video gets copyright claimed of Diablo 2 music, then I'll just dub in music. But if it doesn't, then we'll keep the music in. I wouldn't really worry about too much about Fallens in the Cold Plains because they don't give out much of experience. It's those rogues is the ones that give you the most experience besides the gargantuans, because they're, you know, a newer enemy in a newer area, so you're gonna get more experience. Unless you're OCD and you decide to, you know, want to kill every fallen in there. So, our main objective is to. Oh, speaking of our main objective, almost forgot. We have to talk to you.
My rogue scouts have just reported an abomination in the monastery graveyard. Apparently, Andariel is not content to take only our living. Bloodraven, one of our finest captains in the battle against Diablo at Tristram, was also one of the first to be corrupted by Andariel. Now you'll find her in the monastery graveyard, raising our dead as zombies. We cannot abide this defilement. If you are truly our ally, you will help us destroy her.
Bloodraven. She is a very annoying mini boss to go against because she's like any archer in this game. She'll hit you and then run away, and she has special spectral hit. So she can hit you with fire, she can hit you with poison, which is usually her main two combos. So it's like really goddamn annoying. Let's see, where are you at? There you are, golden boy over here. In certain areas, little mini bosses like that will always be there. They're a standard mini boss. They almost never disappear or change. The only thing that changes about them is their location. And with little mini bosses like that, which especially with shamans, let me see here. Where's my assistant? Yeah. He didn't really give us anything good. they have the ability to resurrect other shamans. So you want to get them out of the way as quickly as possible. Otherwise, you're going to be dealing with a crap ton of shamans, and they're pummeling you with fireballs, so... There's that. So what we're going to do is we're going to kill Bloodraven, then we're going to clean out the crypt and mausoleum, and then we'll see how far we actually get. We'll definitely be staying in the cold plains for a little bit, just so I can grind. Oh. Usually I end up in the other area.
I sense great sorrow and misery.
Only sorrow and misery is Bloodraven's death. And she's surrounded by a whole bunch of undead too, so don't just rush in there. You want to pick them off, and usually go by the side of the graveyard. Just look around, because she's like right in here. So if you have any like poison potions, we're great. Alright. That's not bad. Now we got those guys out of the way. Time to take on Bloodraven. I'm gonna switch to this. Alright, boys, come on down. You don't want to get too, like, right around here is where she'll start running down and trying to hit you, so you don't want to get too close. But if you shoot off, like, if you play the sorceress, sometimes you can shoot off spells off screen and still manage to hit the enemy, just to kind of clear them out a bit. So, right around, up around here is when she'll actually run down and try to shoot you. You know what, since we got points anyways, we're going to use them real quick. We're only level 5. You want to kind of either lure her down. Oh. Oh. Oh, you're getting wrecked. No, 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 no. Come here. You're dead. Simple as that. She shoots out chain lightning to wipe out any mobs, so. That was actually a lot easier.
Rest in peace, sister.
I took her down a lot quicker than I did on my Battle.net at Amazon. We're both using poison. And once you talk to Kasha, she gives you a bow mercenary.
I can hardly believe that you've defeated Bloodraven. Though she was once my closest friend, I pray that her tortured spirit remains banished forever. You have earned my respect, stranger, and the allegiance of the rogues. I have placed several of my best warriors at your disposal.
And with the rogue archer, they either are a fire archer or they are an ice archer.
It is clear that we are facing an evil difficult to comprehend, let alone combat. There is only one Haradrim sage, schooled in the most arcane history and lore, who could advise us. His name is Deckard Cain. You must go to Tristram and find him, my friend. I pray that he still lives.
So, basically, if you've never played Diablo or any of the Diablo games, Tristram is one of the main cities that Diablo actually started to affect first. And kind of his main essence was there. And one of the king's side little henchmen, the bishop, Lazarus, was a servant of Diablo and started to twist the king's mind into telling him, hey, you know, establish your base over here in Tristram, because he knew Diablo was there. And that started a whole different thing. We might play a Diablo 1 walkthrough, but God, that game is such a goddamn pain in the ass. And if you ever played Diablo 3, you thought Diablo 3 was hard? No. Diablo 3 is easy in comparison to Diablo 1. By a long shot. I've only beaten that game one time.
Good
And
to see you.
the one enemy that's always a pain in the ass to go against is the Butcher. And if anyone's ever played Diablo 1, you know what I'm talking about. Take that. Attack rating doesn't affect mercenaries, so you don't have to really worry about that. But attack speed is something that'd be really nice to have. Yeah, let's go get the gold. I'll give her my helmet. I'm not dropping $2,000 on my goddamn mercenary. Fire resistance, block rate. 29. 40. How much? 2,900. Oh, thank you. I don't get that much gold.
Put that to good use. Put that to good use. Put that to good use.
Same thing. They have a certain amount of strength. They have a certain amount of dexterity. Depending on which mercenary, they'll have more than the others. Like with the rogues, they'll have more dexterity than they will anything else. Act 2 mercenaries will have a little mixture of both. Act 3 mercenaries are actually more weaker in their stats, so it takes a lot more gems or anything like that you're going to put in their armor to actually increase their strength and dexterity. And barbarians have the more strength of any of the act mercenaries. So basically, our next objective is to rescue Deckard Cain. And many of you guys will know him from Diablo 3, but he was originally in Diablo 1. But we're going to clear out the mausoleum and we're going to clear out the crypt. So these are great areas, even if you're playing a low-level sorceress, because they are like one of the best areas you can magic find at a low-level character. So, and they're great too because they offer a lot of experience at a low level. They usually have quite amount of mini bosses in here too. So, and the one other thing about your mercenaries is your mercenaries level up as you do. So anything you kill or anything they kill, they gain experience for. But if you're playing Battle.net, on the other hand, anybody else in your party kills any of the enemies, your mercenary doesn't get any experience. So be wary of that if you play Battle.net. Okay, you're cold enchanted. Excuse me there, sir. I was hoping not to get frozen. Hey, leave my goddamn mercenary alone. I didn't want to get frozen. She's getting over about to die on me. And you can heal your own mercenaries with your own potions, too, so... It's not like a hotkey or something like that. It automatically heals them, but I don't remember what it is. Oh, short bow. Ironic. Buckler, guitar, a locked chest. And we have any other tools. Whoop. Grand Charm? Oh, yeah, we're getting spoiled. Actually, don't remember this. Weapon racks and armor racks. You can get set pieces off them, and you can also get uniques too. Their percentage, I'm not sure what their percentage is, but it's a very slim chance, especially in hell if you're magic fighting. But I've gotten like Hand of Zakharome, which is like one of the best paladin shields you can actually get from armor racks or weapon racks. I think it's pretty sure it's armor racks. So it is possible to get that stuff. But it's on like a very low chance. Oh, another cold one. Are you kidding me? Excuse me, sir. Cold will usually slow you down for a good maybe 10 seconds or so. But then again, it also depends on what difficulty level you're playing too, because on Hell, you can be frozen up to like 30 seconds, and it's goddamn annoying. There are potions that do unfreeze you too, so handy to have a couple of those. Let me check over here real quick. I might do some offshore grinding. Keyword is might. But, oh, she gained her level. If I do offshore grinding, there is a mini boss in here who actually drops ruins so you can make your rune words. So if I do any offshore grinding, it's going to be strictly in that area because it offers some of the most best experience second to the end level of this act. On top of I can get a bunch of runes, I can hopefully maybe make rune words that I actually will need for the following act. So, but I won't proceed into the storyline, so anything like that, so don't worry. Ooh, chipped emeralds. Not saying none of that.
I am overburdened.
Screw you, you're overburdened. Give me that everything. Alright. I'm not disappointed by that. That's an extra 3 strength. It's better if you can get into small charms too.
Greetings.
Small charm lifers are some of the most best charms you will ever get. Because they can offer up to like 50 life and like 3 strength. Which doesn't sound like a lot. Trust me, it's definitely worth it. Because the less amount of stats you have to put into your character, the better you can actually put them into your life. So, I will hold on to those, though. Yeah, we're up to 6 grand. Nice. And barrels, you can destroy barrels, not really worth it, because sometimes they'll actually explode on you as a trap, or sometimes they might spawn an enemy too, so. I don't think I've ever gotten anything good from barrels, though. Sometimes you might get some gold, or maybe occasional gem, but that's like really about it. Oh, we can take this off now. I see that topaz. Grimmer. Throwing knives, some of the best items you can sell in the game. Early in the game. Because they offer you like 400 something gold, so. Oh, there's our level. And we're level 16, which is even more better. I tend to save my stat points just because most of the skills that you're going to want to use, you don't get until level 6 anyway, so it's better to actually save them instead of just using them all in one thing and then going, oh, wait, I want to unlock this new stuff, let me go to Akara and waste my skill reset. It's just not worth it. Okay, the cool arrow. Look at that. Yeah. So it'll leave us with one thing left, so. When it comes to making the hybrids on, I'd recommend focusing more on maxing out your lighting. So that if you can get to charge strike, I'd focus on more getting that maxed out as quickly as possible, because you'll tend to be more close. Hello, tend to be more close up than you will range. And when you're playing, when you're, you know, going for the cold arrow, you're really only using it to stall the enemies, to slow them down as best as possible. So, you know, cold arrow I would recommend maxing out last, you know. So. Bonebreaker is another boss that just will automatically always be there. So he's another standard mini boss. Another amethyst. Ooh, our first rare. I'm not gonna say no to that. I'm gonna take these anyways. They're magic, but they might be worth something. And we don't have any identifying scrolls. I'm gonna have to buy the books. So we'll finish up this area, and then that'll be that, because I got stuff I gotta do afterwards. So might be a shorter episode, but you know, all I'll do is I'll just off grind in the cold plains, but I won't proceed any further into the storyline. So okay, lesson time. This little orange aura here is a paladin skill. It is called Fanaticism. It basically increases your attack rating and increases your damage. You come across an enemy like that in hell difficulty, run. Because their aura, not only does it affect their minions from the mini-boss, it'll affect any other enemy that's within a certain circle range of that area. And it's one of the most scariest auras you can actually come across in Diablo 2, besides the number one that they actually took out because they were having so many complaints about it, which was Thorns. Thorns would basically double the damage back to your character. So if your character was doing 2,000 damage to an enemy, it would reflect 4,000 damage back at you and would almost instantly kill you. And they had it in Hell Chaos, and it would just mollywop any melee character. You were playing a barbarian, you were instantly dead. And Blizzard was getting so many complaints, they literally took the aura out because it was getting to be that bad. The room. Actually, might tell me the room. Is that everything? Oh, that was a more shorter level. So, yeah. There's a lot of things that they changed in Diablo, so. But Diablo 2 so far is the best Diablo. That was garbage. Most people will say Diablo 3 is the better Diablo just because they started out with that one. It's like, no. But hey, that's your opinion, so. Alright, let's see if we can think good. It's okay, I guess. 9 extra stamina, screw it, I'll take it. Keep that. Now we actually have some gold. We get 3, 2 in each one. Alright, that works. I don't want to drop all my gold into scrolls and have nothing left, so. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Let's check out what shards he has real quick. Occasionally, Geed might have something too, so always nice to check, see what he's got too. Chainmail or ringmail is one of the most higher upgraded armors in Act 1 you'll actually get, but it tends to be very expensive when you need 36 strength. So I don't know how much strength we even have. Oh, we only have 28.
What you need?
I'll take Get the extra lightning resistance. Thank you. Better than that one. I'm not gonna put anything in it just yet. We might get something better, but. Alright guys, so that's the level. We killed Bloodraven, we cleared out the crypt, we cleared out the mausoleum. Like I said, I'll probably do some offshore grinding to get our character a little leveled up, but I won't proceed into the storyline. So, hope you guys will be enjoying the walkthrough of Diablo. It's literally my all-time favorite PC game, like, ever. So, hope you guys' Wednesday's going good. Hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. And, catch you guys in the next episode. Thanks, guys.